And hello, my sweet netherlings. How goes it? How goes it? Get on in here. It's lovely to see you. I am back yet again. There is no getting rid of me. Another week, another bundle of chaos at our feet. And once more, we shall do stuff. We're gonna do stuff. How are you all doing, darlings? How are you all doing? Get on in here, get comfy, get cozy, and of course, you know how it goes. There's a seat on the little sofa next to me, but my lap is also available. Oh, goodness. Oh, snipers. The snipers did stuff. The snipers did stuff pre-stream. Thank you very, very much, snipers. Thank you very, very much. And you can say, nah. Thank you very much for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you very much, darling. Mwah. And of course, Antoinette, the ex-Super Hell resident. Thank you for the gifted membership. Jessie with the cute profile picture. Thank you very much for the gifted membership as well. Dia, barking for Silas. Indeed. Woof. Thank you very much for the gifted membership. Alphonse, thank you very much for the gifted membership as well. And Gotcha, thank you for the gifted membership, darling. Much appreciated. And Sake, how goes it, Sake? It's lovely to see you. Thank you very, very much for the gifted membership. And is that 𝔂𝓸𝓾𝓻 with the profile picture change? Hello, hello. Thank you, Club Netherbrand's little psychic. Thank you very much for the gifted membership. And of course, Club Netherbrand's rogue sniper. When I get you. Oh, goodness. And of course, Antoinette, again, thank you for the super. Hi, Zanny. I bought new shoes last week and the seller said they made nice kicks. I have the urge to test it on the 𝔂𝓸𝓾𝓻 today. Kidding. I'm excited to buy your Halloween VP and review it. The Halloween VP. All right. I got a little co-writing credit on my VP, so you guys know it's gonna be 11 out of 10. I co-wrote that beast. You know it's gonna be a good one. You know, when I get my hands in the mix of a script, you know it's going to be a good one, okay? If Dragon Zanny didn't convince you, then Mafia Zanny should have convinced you. If Mafia Zanny didn't convince you, then Boyfriend Zanny should have convinced you. If Boyfriend Zanny didn't convince you, then other things should have convinced you. Hell yeah. I'm really hands-on when I do voice packs and like design outfits and stuff. I'm really hands-on. I'm really hands-on. I will die if I'm not hands-on. Did you guys not? There are people shocked at these names. Yes, the ASMR happened. I did ASMRs of those things. If you would trust me. Slaps Zanny voice pack. This boy can fit in so many get pregnants. You would not believe. Oh goodness. You know the meme? You know the get pregnant meme? Oh goodness. And Not So Lonely Rider, thank you for the gifted, thank you very much. And Aya, hey Aya, what's up, darling? Mwah, good to see you. Thank you very much for the 10 gifted members, Aya. It's a delight as always. And Lane, Club Netherbrand's nurse in training, I understand that you've been getting the runaround lately at the clinic. Best of luck to you, best of luck. And of course, thank you for the gifted membership. Nah, thank you very much for the 7 months of brandedness. 7 months of debauchery. Happy to haunt this place. Question: how many tails does Kitsune Hane? Hane is going to be my other incarnation. I stop being Zane and come back as Hane. How many tails does Kitsune Zane have? With your 1 wing and debuff, what's your headcanon? I've got one tail. Okay, too many tails might bring me too close to heaven. Okay, too many tails might bring me too close to heaven. I don't need that. Okay, I'm a sadistic little kitsune. Leave me be. Leave me be. I'm a sadistic little kitsune. Don't make me get too close to the angels. Okay. Listen, when I say there was a little bit of 𝓂𝓻 inspiration on this one, there was a little sprinkling, a smattering, a pattering, a slight dash. Oh goodness. And 𝓂𝓸𝓾𝓻, thank you for the 7 months of nether-brandedness, darling. 7 months. Love you, sexy incubus. Why, thank you, 𝓂𝓸𝓾𝓻. And heck, I love my little sleepy sheepies. It's great to see the netherlings. It always is. And I also love my coffee. Not as much as my netherlings, though. And Alicia the Heart, thank you for the 7 months of nether-brandedness. Hi, Bunny. I just finished work. So nice to hear you after a scary day at work. Love you always, Bunny. You always... Wait, what? Pregnant? What? You know the meme? You know, it's a meme. It's a meme. It's a meme. I swear it's a meme, okay? It's a meme. I'm not, you know, it's the meme where like everyone's, where like there's the guy and there's always the other guy and they're like joking around and it's like, oh, get pregnant, ha 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 ha, and then it's like, oh yes, pregnant, now pregnant, you know, it's, yeah, the ora get pregnant, like that meme, it's like how Roscoe came into being. It's like the story of Roscoe's conception. Oh, goodness. But I'm glad that you're here, Alicia. And of course, now that work is over, you can relax, unwind, and take some time with your favorite incubus. Okay? And Adela555, thank you for the 7 months of nether-brandedness. Yay, 7 months. Also, I know you saw my tattoo. I really hope you don't mind me having it. Not in the slightest. I don't mind you having a nether-branded tattoo, a nether-brand tattoo in the slightest. I saw it, you know. My main advice is usually wait till after I die to get tattoos of me. Wait till after I die to get Zander Netherbrand tattoos, because then I can't do anything cancelable or commit heinous crimes within my lifetime, because it would have been over. But you know what? If you're willing to take that gamble on me, if you're willing to take that gamble, if you're willing to risk me not committing heinous crimes or doing something terribly cancelable, then go for it. Go for it. Go for it indeed. Oh, where's my wing? Do you want my wing back? I can get you my wing back. I can fetch my wing. Let me unfold it really quickly. Let me unfold it. I'll have to scooch under the table to unfold it. Give me 1 moment. Give me 1 moment. Sorry, I've been seeing other people, in case you didn't know. I've been seeing other people. And one of the drawbacks of seeing other people is that sometimes I have to put my wing away, and yeah, and you know, you're trying to like fit in with the new crowd, the cool kids who don't have wings, and suddenly you're trying to make your wing work, and then you're trying your darndest to make it fit, because for some reason it takes up so much of the screen, and then you're worried about what can you wear on Twitch, and then you're there we go, that's better. Wing is back, baby. Wing is back. I'm bringing the wing back. There we go. It's there you go. Yeah, much better. Oh goodness. But yeah, no, if you want to get another brand tattoo, heck yeah, go for it. Not going to lie, the fact that you got a tattoo of the wing shows a lot of devotion towards the wing. The wing sama is here, the perfect wing. Kami Wingshi is here. Wing by Kami Oshi. Devotion is my favorite word. Very nice indeed. Oh, nice. Oh, are you going to give sweets to trick-or-treaters in Halloween? I wish I could, but I live in the city and I don't I don't think there are kids around here because the bit of the city that I'm currently in is not the safest bit of the city. It's not the bit where you go trick-or-treating. It's the bit where you send trick-or-treaters and they don't come back. So that's my current thing. What treats are doing? Little candies are always good. And of course, random fanhag witch. Welcome, welcome. Hi Zanny. Got a paid day off today. That means I can lurk for the whole stream. So going to be listening as I take my dog out for our early morning walk. Very nice. Very nice. Hey, that is lovely. I hope you enjoy your paid day off. And of course, say hello to your little pupperino for me. And of course, 𝓂𝓸𝓾𝓻, Club Netherbrand's resident crow. Why? Why must you torture me so? Because it's fun. Is there any other reason for me to do it? It's fun and I like it. What's the matter? Don't tell me you don't like it too. I think you do. I think some part of you really does. Oh, goodness. And of course, Lemonade. Happy 7 months, Zanny. I'm so happy to be with you and Netherlings for 7 months. I drew an asset for Halloween, please. I hope you like it. I saw just before I came on stream. I literally saw just before I came on stream. I opened Twitter to do my little go live post, and I saw the asset, and I was like, is there time for me to download it and put it in the right file and do all the stuff to do to get it there? But it'll be there for the next stream. I promise. Lemonade, the Halloween Netherling will be here until the end of at least the end of October, and then maybe a little bit into November as well, because I like Halloween and I'm like a spooky little hoe. So that works. Hey, dear, thank you for the super. Parky for Silas. Indeed. Mercy. Please. Please. No. Not in the slightest. Oh, goodness. No mercy. No mercy. No. I'm sorry. Did someone register in me as a charity when I wasn't looking? No. You're not getting any mercy from me. And Party Princess Sassy Simone, thank you for the 7 months of Netherbrandness. Yay, 7 months. I love you so much. How would you feel if I drew Kitsune Zanny in a magical girl outfit? Go for it. Live your best life. Go for it, okay? You guys know I love seeing the art you do. I love seeing the stuff you make. I love seeing I love seeing all of the stuff that you cook. And of course, I'm always really, really thankful to see whatever people just make. It's really cool. And of course, it's something that well, heck, I'd never expected to end up in a community with so many talented artists. And no, I just never expected it. There are so many of you, and it's really quite the blessing. Really quite the blessing. Small but mighty has always been our thing, and I strangely love that for us. That is just such a huge thing. And thank you very much for the super. What if one of us gets tattooed your sinful tattoo? Are you talking about the... You're not talking about the womb tattoo, are you? Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Go for the wing. Go for the arm one. Don't get that one. Of all of the what? Don't get the womb tattoo. Don't get the womb of all of the. Please no. Please no. No. Please no. Please. There's no coming back from the tattoo. For those of you who don't know, if you're new here, but on the off chance and have just turned up to listen to me ramble, it's this one. Okay. It's this one. I don't know what was being cooked during this choice, but the choice was made, okay? It's there, it exists. Why do I have one? I'm an incubus, darling. I'm an incubus. What do you think I do? What do you think? What do you? It's in the definition. What do you think I do? Okay, it's the 3 Fs: fight, flight, and fuck. Those are the 3 things I can do, okay? They're like my 3 things. They're my branding. They're my marketing. Even if I did high key hate the early marketing for me. But in any case, okay? That is it. Fucking, that's great. I can't clip that. They're my special skills. They're what I do the best at. They're what I do. Your nether branding. Indeed, it's the nether branding, right? The nether branding. It's phenomenal. And of course, Bibbidi Bun. Thank you very much for the 5 gifted members, darling. Mwah. Thank you very much, Bibbidi Bun. Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. It's a pleasure as always. Oh, goodness. And of course, Sunya. Member for 7 months. Thank you for 7 months, Sunya. 7 months. Yay. Love you so much, Zanny. Tee-hee. Tee-hee indeed. Tee-hee indeed. Tee-hee indeed. Oh, goodness. Oh, wait. We need the T on that on your early branding. Low-key, okay, I can say this. I wasn't like a super pre-debut. I wasn't like a super big fan of how I was marketed pre-debut, but like a lot of decisions had already been made with that, and like I feel like they leaned too much into certain things a little too overtly pre-debut, and like, you know, it didn't really highlight me. It highlighted more like the concept and the derivatives of it. So I was like, okay, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to do the like, you know, the overt sales, you know, oh yes, come watch my stream, please. But you know, fuck that noise. So I was like, nah, that's not the one. That was ironic. Please tell me that. Did that work for some of you? Did that work for some? I was being ironic. Did that work for some of you? Did that? Did that work? That work? That work? You little freaks. Some of you are little freaks. Oh, you little devils. You little devils. Hey, Flamin', thank you for the super. Why are you so key smash today? What's with you? It's putting me into fight or flight instead of fold. What? What? Flamin'. What do you mean fight, flight, or fold instead of fold? In case you couldn't tell, I'm a little extra sometimes. I'm a little extra. Came for the moan, stayed for the humor and personality. Absolutely based taste. Absolutely based taste. I'm 32 and single. What do you expect of me? Well, I'm 127 and single. Oh goodness. Oh, I apologize, by the way. I need to issue an official apology for something. Where's my white couch? Where's my white couch? Where's my white couch and ukulele? I need to issue an apology, everyone. I need to issue an apology. I'm sorry my schedule was late this week. I'm sorry my schedule was late this week. I'm sorry my schedule was late this week. No, my schedule is only just got like done before I hopped on stream. It was unfortunately, due to circumstances, kind of out of my control. I was very, very sick yesterday. Very, very, very sick yesterday. And normally I don't, normally I work even when I am sick. But I was very, very sick yesterday. Are you okay? Yes, I'm okay now. I'm totally okay now. It was a one-day thing. But no, I don't need to rest. I don't need to rest. I don't need to rest. Essentially, to put it simply, I did something without being like too overt. I did something very, very silly on the Sunday. And then I ended up being like very sick for it on the Monday. Because, you know, Zanny was a big silly. And then I ended up sleeping for 16 hours straight on the Monday. I got into bed at 3 a.m. on the Sunday and I slept for like 16 hours straight. Like I was big silly. 16 hours. I went to bed at 3 a.m. I woke up at 6 p.m. I like that 16 hours. And then I got up, had another 2-hour nap. And yeah, no, I finally sleep. Wait, I was gonna give you cheesecake, but I'm having second thoughts. You evil thing. Hey, 𝓂𝓸𝓾𝓻, thank you for the super. Hi, my streamer. Working on a gold lust fic. Scary that you noticed my new profile picture. I have 2 possible job interviews, got 2 new tarot card decks, and a tattoo coming. Happy Halloween. Love from this psychic. Mwah. Well, mwah back to you too. And yeah, I noticed the profile picture change. I notice, believe it or not, I do notice when you guys like change your names a little bit or like change your profile pictures. It's part of how I recognize you. It's like part of the thing. I don't know, I just remember that stuff. I'm just built that way. I'm just built to remember that stuff, okay? I don't know, it's my way of showing that I care. Hush. Hush. Okay, it's my way of showing that I care, right? Okay, it's my thing. Try and make that effort. Oh goodness. But okay, first of all, congratulations on the 2 job interviews, okay, or the 2 possible job interviews. Okay, you're going to kill it. Remember my advice as always. You're interviewing them as much as they're interviewing you. If they say stuff you don't like, they don't deserve you, okay? You are interviewing them as much as they're interviewing you. Go in with that attitude. They don't own you. You don't need them. They don't need, they don't need to give you any sort of attitude. Facts. Also, tarot decks. We love some tarot decks. Good old Nick Nocturne gave me a reading the other night as well. Absolutely delightful little beast he is, which was very, very nice. Also, Nick, if you're lurking, I love you. And of course, working on a gold lust fic as well. Would you guys watch a stream where I just read, fanfic? If I read and voiced fanfic, would you guys watch that stream? If I did a stream where it was literally just like me reading submitted fanfic, would you guys watch it? Like I'd make sure that like if you did it, you had to submit it through like a link or something like that, or like whatever. But I feel like I would style it as like a bedtime story stream, except I just read it like it's fanfic, and like I don't know. I feel like that would be high key adorable. I feel like that would I don't know, adorable but also hilarious. I would try and keep it as like as serious as possible, as ready as everything. I'd read you your bedtime yaoi. Bedtime yaoi me at 3 a.m. on AO3. Your regular 3 a.m. good viewer. Your regular 3 a.m. good viewer. I see. Would you care to go to your bookmarks? Okay, because I know my Netherlings. Okay, I know what a bunch of you are like. Okay, I know what a bunch of you are like. I've seen it. I've seen it. Yeah. Stay away from my bookmarks. No. 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 Sir, do you know what more than... Sir, do you know what more than half your tags are on AO3? I mean, are we talking the Zander specific tags? Are we talking Zander specific tags? Are we talking group tags? Are we talking how high key between you and me, high key, there's like a disproportionate amount of Zander on AO3. Like I make up a rather large amount of the fix for this group. I make up a rather large amount of the fix for FSP. It's rather shocking. We have a rather disproportionate amount there. I wonder why, right? I fuel them. I like to believe I like to believe some of it is because I'm very open and I've always been like super encouraging towards writers. I'd say that's like a big thing. Not surprising. I try and give ammo. I try and you know, I try and do my thing, you know. I got some amazingly dedicated netherlings. I have some absolutely incredible stuff that goes on, and obviously I genuinely do treasure like a lot of the creativity that you guys come out with, whether it's art or writing or like little crack fix or poetry or flowers that made you think of me or pictures of stuff or anything like that. You know, I always do like getting to see just any level of creativity from you, because it's one of the things that makes this community so cool, you know. I'm not crazy into the whole sphere of things, but I do like it, you know. Can the writers have dear barking Silas Wolf, thank you for the spa. Can the writers have some ammo? Is that a request? Do you want something? Is that a request? Are you, was that a request, you cheeky thing? Yeah, sure, it's the writers that need the ammo. It's the writers that need the, come everyone, it's the writers that need the ammo, not dear, okay? It's the writers that need the, we're doing this for the writers, okay? For the writers, aren't we? All right. Let me have a sip of my coffee. All right. My friend vibes. It's always for the writers. All right. What do you want? Do you want just something? What do you want, chat? Give me a direction. Give me something to work with. Don't just say ammo, okay? What kind of ammo do you want? Give me something. I was asking for a friend energy. It was. You're so right. Comfort? You want comfort stuff? Fluff? Kitsune Zani comfort fluff? Ooh, okay, alright. Alright, give me a sec. And where do you think you're going? You know I'm not done with you yet. I'm not going to be finished with you until you've finally relaxed. I don't care how long it takes. It doesn't matter. I'll hold you in my arms all night if I have to. Until you finally let the stress of the day go. I'll be by your side every step of the way. And then some. So let me wrap my tail around you. Let it keep you warm. forget about the rest of the world. Just for tonight. There. There. You good? Sorry, that was just off the top of my head. That was just off the top of my head. That was just off the top. That was what I could cook real quick. That was what I could cook real quick. Okay? That was just what I could real. It's what I could cook on a quick moment, you know? Just a quick little moment. Let's go. And of course, 𝓂𝓸𝓾𝓻, thank you very much for the 7 months of netherbrandedness. Never for free. I give it away. And 𝔂𝓸𝓾𝓻 Club Netherbrand's a little psychic. Some ammo would be helpful for the Mafia Gold Lust fic I'm writing. It's a Mafia boss Gale x 𝓂𝓸𝓼𝓽. By the way, I'm also a writer. Teehee, time to hide. Ooh, 𝓂𝓸𝓼𝓽. I need details on 𝓂𝓸𝓼𝓽. I need details. Share details. Share. I'm curious about this one. A little bit of Mafia Gold Lust sounds delightful. Does Gale have the eye patch as the Mafia boss guy? Because that would work so well. The eye patch would work so well and would be so good in a different context. Plus, eye patch Gale is eye patch Gale is just good. It's just good. I need to message him about doing another All That Glitters. It's been months. It's literally been like 5 months since we did an All That Glitters. And then Bree, thank you for the rose. Thank you very much for the rose, darling. Oh, goodness. And Jen, what is up? Jen Switchp, lovely to see you once more. Screaming at 7 months. Screaming. 𝓂𝓾𝓻, thank you very much for the hearts. Much love to you. And Azkoth, thank you for the sheep. We love the sheep here. We of course love the sheep. Mika, thank you for the super. I will never be unfolded in here. Yes, you will. I believe in you. You'll be unfolded. Don't worry. One day you'll be unfolded. There's so much yellow. Oh goodness, don't worry, it's good. I just gotta keep going. One day my charms will wear off on all of you and you'll get bored of me and I'll be relegated to the great pile of scrap Oshis and there we go. But until then, I shall hold you tight and burn bright by your side until my darling, our star finally burns out. Oh goodness. And Shadow Aisha, thank you for the super. Have all the cheesecake. I hate you, sir. Oh goodness, my first super. I hate you. No, hush. Oh goodness. And the Not So Lonely Writer, thank you, sir. Hey, it's all good. I like having fun. I like having fun like this. Honestly, it's one of the reasons I love the writing streams so much. Because, you know, I know we only do them maybe once every month and a bit, but I really love doing the writing streams because it lets me sit down and actually like flex some voice acting muscles for you. It lets me type, it lets me be creative. And it also means that if you guys have things you really want to hear me say or ideas that you'd like to cook into a plot, you can be like, hey, Zanny, could you do this thing? And I'll be like, oh yeah, let me just type this thing. And then I'll just be like, oh yeah, this is how I'm going to do this thing. It's a super kind of like, I don't want to say intensive, but it's like a super relaxive experience for the viewer, but an intensive one for me. And I feel most at home when I feel like I'm being productive. So it's like we're able to make stuff together and both be in our happy places, which I really like. I really, really like that. It's probably one of my favorite things. And of course, Leah, what's up, Leah? Club Netherbrand's art dealer. First ever sub on a live stream. Is it the first? I remember seeing you before, but that I feel like it's lying to me. I feel like YouTube's lying to me. I've seen you around before. I definitely feel like that is not the first. I like, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. If it is your first, then very well. But I distinctly remember that not being your first. Distinctly remember it not being so. But 𝔂𝓸𝓾𝓻, time to get the first aid kit for all the folded netherlings. Right? Like A4 paper. Like A4 paper. YouTube's been doing a thing where it's been like lying to me a bunch as well lately. So like I've been slightly confused by how much YouTube is lying to me. Like definitely slightly confused. Because like sometimes it hides stuff from me. By the way, I don't know. I need to say a thing. Let me finish thanking these, but I need to say a thing because one of you is going to get it. I don't know which one of you it is, but one of you is going to get it. Dear, barking for Silas yet again. Woof. Every coffee stream is just you cooking me. Thanks. Teehee. 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 And then Fern, thank you very much for the super. Club Netherbrand's potted plant. Thank you for the food, sir. Also, we'll never get bored of you. You're as stuck with us as we're stuck with you. Well, heck. Keep talking like that, and the club may have to have another expansion. We may have to jettison outwards and see if we can grab some new netherlings and bring them in, provided they're of high enough quality and I like them and don't feel the need to immediately ban them as soon as they talk. Mielen, thank you for the super. I screamed so loudly that my neighbor came knocking on my door. Thank you, sir. Oh, darling, no. Your name. Oh, dear. I feel. Is everything good now? Oh, Raina, thank you very. Hey, thank you very much for the 𝔂𝓸𝓾𝓻. Thank you very much, 𝔂𝓸𝓾𝓻. Sorry, I had to process that. I had to wait. Basically, Gale is having money trouble, so 𝔂𝓸𝓾𝓻 is trying to help him to help calm him down. But he is normally there. For pleasure. So he tries to be affectionate and comforting, but can't break from the charmer persona / act. So he mixes it into the comfort. Back to hiding. Okay, one, that's a brilliant concept. The idea of having to overcome the pre-existing dynamic in order to establish vulnerability. I feel like. Let me get in this. Obviously, the power dynamic is going to be a huge thing there, because obviously you've got mafia guy, dangerous mafia guy Gale, and just pretty charmer boy Zanny. I think that there's going to be like, it depends how manipulative you want to go on either side as well, because this could have some very like spicy undertones of both. This is a dangerous thing to sort of put yourself into a protective confidant position of someone dangerous, but also at the same time, like the genuine emotions could be the thing that makes it overcome that idea of oh, it might be a little bit too dangerous getting close emotionally, you know, because there's physically and then there's emotionally. Oh, that sounds like. That sounds ripe. That sounds ripe. That sounds very, very, very ripe. Oh, I like the taste of that. That's good. That's very good. Okay. I feel you. Okay. You're laying down some good stuff here. All right. Ooh, maybe it's Ooh. It's that classic star-crossed lovers thing, isn't it? Are you doing is there some star-crossed lovers? Are we going with that? Is there? Oh, again, you wanted details, so I provided. Listen, I'm rambling about that. I'm rambling about that. Okay, I'm allowed to do that. Okay, and of course, you know, feel free to let everyone just have a little no on whatever social media you want. When you do drop it, I might cast an eye over it, mayhap in that sort of direction. Okay, I've informed several of the fanfic writers before that I've had a little look at their work. Okay, just to do that, just to be just to be, just to show my support of the community. It would be. Okay, I'm gonna have a controversial opinion. I'm gonna have a controversial opinion in like 30 seconds. Wait for it. Okay, wait for it. Okay, you're gonna start me on something. You've started me on something. Marmot on Toast, thank you for the super. This discussion about fanfic writing, while I'm writing my dark fantasy AU fic, might have to make it one that sounds good when read out loud then. I'm sure it's good when read out loud already. I'm sure it is. One of these days I might actually end up writing like some like quote unquote fan fiction and then just post it anonymously on one of these sites. And then leave it like a month and be like, yeah, Netherlings, I posted something in support of you guys. I wanted to throw something your way. I wanted to show that I'm an oomphy. I'm an oomph, guys. I'm totally oomphy status. Ghostwriter Zanny. I feel like I would, just because of the fact that Okay. It's gonna I'm trying so hard to like drag myself on from going to my bigger point, but I need to read out Luna Moon's very, very nice super afterwards. Okay, or now should I say? The Zanny opinion is about to come out so hard. Luna Moon, thank you for the super. Thank you for the fuel, Zander 𝓂𝓾𝓻. Since your last collab, I've thought of a few nicknames. I want to get your thoughts too. The ideas were Oshibus, Inkuoshi, and Zoshi. Ooh. Inkuoshi. Oshibus. Zoshi. Inkuoshi. Oh. Oh, those are good. Inkuoshi, is that... Let me meditate on those. Those are options. Let me meditate on those. I feel like... I don't know. I don't know. It sounds silly, but I also like to I don't know. I like hearing Kamiyoshi sometimes, I like it. It sounds silly, but it's like I take a little bit of pride when I'm gonna actually be a little bit I'm going to be a little bit open about that. I take a little bit of pride when I do get called Kamiyoshi, because I remember when I came into this, I didn't even know what the word meant. And I remember feeling like I would never achieve that status with you, with anyone, really. And it took a little while, but then when it started happening, it felt strangely like, and I wish I could say that it was that it came from like solely a place of affection and pride, but it only 90% comes from a place of affection and pride. Only 90% comes from a place of affection and pride. There's 10% spite in there. There's like a little sprinkling of spite in there. Because there's like that little 10% of me that goes, I remember people being like, oh, he's just random sex guy. He's random sex guy. Look, they just got a random, they got a random camboy in there. And then me being like, haha, fuck you. Fuck you. You thought that I was gonna be nothing. You thought I wasn't feeling you. You thought that this was just gonna be a flash in the pan. You thought that this was just gonna be some random boy. You thought I was just gonna turn up and go into a microphone and go, for a bunch of clicks. You thought I was gonna do that. Joke's on you. Joke's on you, I've got netherlings. Joke's on you, my netherlings will bite your kneecaps now. Joke's on you. Joke's on you. Someone thinks I'm Kamiyoshi material. Joke's on you. So yeah, no, that's the little sprinkling of spite in there, Ready to bite. I mean, you do that, but more. I mean, of course, but it's fun. I don't do it. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't do it because I want clicks or attention, right? Like, fuck that. If I wanted to do clicks or attention, I'd name my streams way more clickbaity stuff. I'd be like, Lusty Incubus loses control playing scariest horror game ever. I'd say shit like that, right? But the thing is, clickbait's not how you build a community. and it's not how you build a cohesive group of people that get along and actually, like, you know, have fun, if that makes sense. It's how you get like a bunch of people who are going to come in for like a handful of streams, add your Oshi mark to a laundry list of Oshi marks, and then either forget about you or then only turn up again when you do something slightly wrong, so they can say, you know, they can say, as I can't believe something, I don't know, it's just not a cohesive way, you know? This VTuber will moan in your ear whether you like it or not. Click here for the most seductive moans on YouTube. Rating Genshin Impact Men Moans versus Zander Netherbrand Moans compilation. Am I hotter than 𝓂𝓸𝓾𝓻? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Brackets, doctor, you're huge. Either that or I'd try and, if I wanted it, I'd become one of those, like, what is it, the like daddy-esque VTubers, the ones that are like, hey, come here, take a seat, kitten, come on, get over here, hey, welcome back to my stream, hey, I'm gonna breathe all in the mic now, so you can know that I'm turning around and trying my hardest to make sure that you smash that like button. Though, I feel like I've just started this stream and decided no one's safe. I've kicked this stream up and I've thought no one's safe. No one's safe. Please stop. I'm crying. Listen, it's not a Zanny stream if I don't violently sass people, alright? It's just the way it works. No, don't do it. Hey, dry ice cubes, thank you very much for the super. We love how authentic you are, Zanny. That's what keeps us coming back. You're a step above the rest while still keeping the sex appeal. That's the thing. I don't have to try for the sex appeal, darling. It's natural. It just flows from me. I'm like a natural wellspring of this thing, you know? Believe it or not, this is actually like just how I exist. This is how I exist. I used to have to be like super... Okay, so like before I was a part of Club Netherbrand, right? Before I was a part of Club Netherbrand, before I decided to host this endeavor, I was in a very public-facing line of work where I had to be very family-friendly all the time, right? I had to be very family-friendly all the time, and it meant I had to like repress a lot of the parts of me that may or may not have wanted to sort of break free a little bit. And all of that kind of having to shove that down and be very, very much like, I'm fun for the whole family type of vibe. It really got under my skin after a while. And then as soon as I was like, I decided to kick open the doors of Club Netherbrand, the I'm family friendly, fun for the whole family type vibe became, I'm family friendly, fun for the whole family. So why don't you let your parents know there's an opening for a new stepdad in your life? Oh, goodness. It was a... Oh, goodness. And Idol Boys, thank you very much for the super. Oh, no, not the super, the 7 months of membership. Keep going. I'm actually enjoying this. Also, happy 7 months. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Indeed. I'm glad you're enjoying this. Heck, I live to entertain. But no, I do think that when it comes to doing a little bit of, you know, the appeal, the charm, I think that a lot of people force it. And I think that, and this isn't an indictment on anyone in particular, but I think that a lot of people, like, or a lot of creators tend to, like, force the charm, the sex appeal, the riz, all of that stuff, whatever you want to call it. A lot of people feel like they need to do it. And, you know, I think that, how do I put it? I think that there is at times You know what? I think, okay. Here we go. Okay. Well, Monic, thank you very much for the super. Maybe it's good. I woke up late. Should have woken up later, so I guess I would have to witness that bullfuckery you just pulled just now. Good morning, Camioshi, I guess. Don't be a tsundere. All right? Here, I don't know. Nethergrave crumbs. Go back to being happy. I'm kidding. Thank you very much. And I know you did somewhat enjoy that. Oh, goodness. No, I think it's a guy thing. I think it's a guy thing. I think that a lot of guys have the issue where they don't understand what is sexy. I don't think a lot of guys understand what is sexy and what is not, and what is appealing to people who find men sexy. I don't think that a lot of guys know that. I think they know what they might have seen in movies or other types of media that they may have to peruse a certain hub to see, but I don't think that they necessarily know what is sexy, or they've had to learn from watching other creators who lean towards that type of audience, but the only way they are able to move forward is to try and take what they've already seen and then turn it up to 11 to try and differentiate themselves. But I don't think a lot of guys understand that constantly being at a 9, a 10, an 11 with how they're trying to appeal and charm doesn't come across as attractive. It either comes across as desperate, or it makes you look like a sex pest, or you're just doing it because it's stuff that you think someone else would find sexy or would find attractive. And I think that I'm cooking on this. I think that causes a lot of the issues where things get like confusing, or like there's a lack of class there. And I think that there is a term, get ready for this, there is a term in Eastern European theatre known as tormos, right? Tormos. And it translates into English as roughly gently applying the brake. And the idea is that gently applying the brake happens in theatre because if you go into a scene and you escalate it, there's nowhere to go. Normally a scene in a movie or something like that, it starts off, down here, and then it goes kind of up to here, and then it goes down here, and then it finishes like up here, right? The tormos is the part where you've got that first little rise and you apply the brake so it goes back down, right? You do it in such a gentle way that the tension relieves itself and it creates that sort of lull, right? I don't think a lot of guys get that you need to apply the brake at some point in order to actually keep things feeling natural and nice. That's my opinion anyway. What do I know? But I'm just an incubus. What do I know about turning around and romance? What does the incubus know about romance? What does the incubus know about romance? What does he know about pacing things? But yes, I think that knowing how to turn on the brake and let things flow in a natural way is something that is a bit of a lost art. He cooked, serve, and less no crumbs. The peak is when I go tee-hee. No, the peak is when you turn around and go, I folded. That's the peak. Arp. Don't mock us. I playfully tease. Does that apply to the VTuber scene too? Indeed, that whole analogy was about the VTuber scene. That whole analogy kind of turned into that started off as me talking about the VTuber scene and then going, why are men terrible? And then back to the VTuber scene. How do you guys put up with me? We go VTuber scene, men are terrible, European, what was it, like Russian theater, Russian theater terms, then back to VTubing. The route that we took translated Russian theater terms from the 1800s and then back. How did we do that? How did we do? What was the other rant I had lined up? Oh yeah, no. Now you've started me off. Oh my goodness, you might as well have just asked a Matt. Well, that's great. That's great. Thanks for reminding me of that one. You might as well have asked a proper British geezer at the pub his opinion on Brexit is what you've just done. My thing was on fanfic. How some communities and some creators like kind of shy away from fanfic because they're like, oh, I don't want to touch that. Oh, it's like, I don't know. It just gives a bad attitude in my opinion when people like shy away from it or are just like kind of like shuffle it off to one side and just like, ew, no, I don't want to deal with that. Like it's not a thing. It's not a whatever, right? I don't know. It never sat right with me when people do that. It never really like sat right with me because it's something that people put a lot of effort into and it's kind of an integral part of a lot of communities. And like, you know, being able to be like, oh, that's cool. Being able to like support and nourish and encourage creativity is something that I don't think should ever be taken for granted in a community. I don't think that it's a bad thing in the slightest. And I think when you turn around and you choose to like other the fanfic thing as something that, oh, you don't want to touch that, oh, keep it away, like, no, that's just kind of, I think that's just kind of gross behavior, you know? Like, I get on some level not wanting to necessarily make it the face of your branding, but at the very least you can appreciate someone's effort that they put into their work and appreciate that like someone did put a lot of effort into things, or the writers did put a lot of effort into things, and they're passionate enough to take time out of their lives and their days and their weeks to turn around and, you know, actually create something. Maybe it's for each other, maybe it's not necessarily for you, but even then, I feel like it's kind of a sign of like a strong community when people feel enthusiastic enough to do stuff like that. You know, there are people who take time out of their day to do these large art pieces that get posted on Twitter. There are people who take time out of their day to turn around and, you know, create beautiful assets. And there are people who take time out of their day to write a story about you to share with other people. And I just feel like necessarily there's not always... I don't know. I guess I always want to turn around and just be like, yo, it is appreciated for sure. It is appreciated. Maybe it's not as like conventional or gets as much attention as like someone who posts like a ton of art or someone who does that, but it's all appreciated. And obviously I would rather have a creative community that's super comforting than one that focuses only on one discipline and leaves like some people just, you know, left out in the cold. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. He cooked and ate no. He ate and left no crumbs. Okay. Oh goodness. But of course I know it's not to everyone's taste, but at the same time, you know, the little bit of lewd art isn't to everyone's taste, you know. Sometimes art isn't to everyone's taste. Sometimes you know, it's definitely a thing where I feel like just being able to appeal to the majority, to like as many different people's tastes as possible is like a good way to do it, you know. And heck, I like the idea of it. Oh goodness, you know. Yeah, that's it. That's my whole thing. That's my whole thing. That's my whole thing. All right. Hey, Victory M, thank you for the super. Sometimes the most harrowing and moving commentaries on the human condition come from Omegaverse fan fiction. Thank you for coming to my TED talk. Let me just cover my neck really quickly. Let me just I have a tea towel here. Let me just cover my neck really quickly. Let me just put this on. There we go. All right, I feel safer now. There we go. There we go. For those of you who don't know, in the Omegaverse, in some versions of that writing field, it is one of the things where alphas can claim omegas by biting the back of their neck. That's a thing. Hi, Chroneco. Isn't that in all versions? I mean, some of them. I don't know whether it's in like all of them. I never try and like, I try never to say like across the board because there's so many variations of like Omegaverse stuff. But your Omega? Yes! I did the test on stream. I got like I did the Omegaverse quiz like for my 2.0 debut. I did my 2.0 and I did the Omegaverse quiz for my 2.0 and like I did and I got like aggressive Omega for it. Why the neck? I don't know. I'm not an Omegaverse. I didn't make the Omegaverse. I don't know. Idle boys, thank you for the super. Hot take. I actually think it's weird when VTubers expect no suggestive content to be made of them. You're an anime character. It's gonna happen. I mean, yeah. I think that was actually a question that I was asked in my... I probably shouldn't say this, but what's going to happen? Am I going to get spanked? What's management going to do? That was actually a question that I was asked in my audition process. During my interview, I was actually told that, you know, you're going to be you're going to be an incubus. You're an incubus. You're going to be in front of people. How do you feel about NSFW content being made of you? And I was like, like, I don't care. Like, it is what it is. Like, what do you want me to do? Clutch my pearls and tell them that I need to light a candle in church? Like, I am the Incubus. I understood very well what this mighty fine package was going to bring, you know? I understood very well. Very, very well. Incubus against NSFW? For real? For real? For real? Priest Zanny? Oh, I need to pull out that outfit sometime soon. I want to pull out that outfit sometime soon. I've got to wait for another confession stream, and I'm like, I'm waiting to hear back from people I've invited and stuff. But like, because I wanna make it like a thing, right, where I regularly bring people on. But like, I definitely want to put on my priest outfit. I want to be like, you know, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Priest Zanny. Priest Zanny, the corrupted incubus, the incubus that pretends to be a priest. Teehee, you know. The Priest Zanny fit needs to be made. You know, absolutely amazing assets, you know. We need a cowboy Zanny now. Oh, Ryoma. Bloody Ryoma. Okay. Can I just say, in the Magic the Gathering collab with Ryoma, I might have lost more than I won. But when I won, it was decisive wins. It was good. Hey, nah, thank you for the super. Holy Nun Zanny would kill in that dress. Damn straight. Killing everything. Killing everything. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. He's such a chill guy. I love him. He's very, very nice. He's very, very nice. Oh, Zanny, may I know your honest feels of there being AI with your voice? Is it bad in your opinion? Okay, I did actually have to have that conversation myself. Like, I did have that conversation myself like a little while ago. Personally, I myself don't mind it because it's not being used commercially. It's being used for like chatbots and stuff like that. which is fine. I don't really mind, you know, let's be honest. If you're using character AI and you want to hang out with Zanny, then hell, you know, go for it. I think my main issues of the like moral and ethical quandaries of it would turn into if it was being used commercially for profit, or if it was being used to produce anything NSFW. I think that's probably about it, you know. But at the same time, it's the classic thing where I genuinely don't think an AI Zanny voice bot could ever keep up with me personally. Obviously, personally, I'm against AI voice actors. I'm against AI voice acting as a whole. I don't think it belongs in the industry. But at the same time, this is not something that is within the scope of the voice acting industry. This is something where it's being used on like 1 or 2 or 3 specific chatbots where people sort of like hang out and chat with you and stuff like that. I don't think it's an issue to me personally, because obviously, again, there's no profit, there's no money changing hands, and there's nothing being done that would damage me personally. And also, you know, don't get me wrong, if some company came along and was like, oh, let's use the AI Zanny voice for Final Fantasy 17, you know, then I turn around and go, all right, time to beat motherfuckers. All right, time to kick down the door and sick the FSP legal team on them, because you know that they've jumped on things before. The FSP legal team are all right, listen, I'm going to say this. The FSP legal team are motherfuckers, right? They're actually like, the FSP legal, like, listen, I've butted heads with them before, like, me personally. And like, on top of that, like, I've been with them, and I've also had times where I've butted heads with them. And like, I know me personally, I would rather be with them than butting heads with them. Okay? They are good at their job. They are good at their job. They got a... Can I say this? Yeah, I can say this. Fuck it, I don't care. They got a dox of me taken down so fast, like that. They got shit about me taken down. Ooh, they hit hard. They hit hard. They got stuff taken down like so far. They went like, oh, we're not suing this thing, we're suing you personally. I'm like, ooh. They knew what they were doing. They are very, very on it. They are very, very on it. They are very, very on it. Disgustingly so. Like Better Call Saul levels of on it. They are very good at their job. I didn't think that they would be as good as at their job as they are, because we're a small company. But like, no, I genuinely think that FSP's legal team, they more than, like, just in general, how do I phrase this? FSP might be a small company, but I genuinely believe that the FSP legal team are some of the strongest in the industry as a whole. I genuinely believe that. I genuinely believe that. I don't know whether it's size that allows it for them to zero in, or whether it's the fact that they are there, but like, they're fucking good. They're fucking good. They're good. They're good. Quality over quantity, I guess. For sure. I don't normally talk about like that part of the behind the scenes. Mainly it's when I butt heads with the occasional thing behind there in like the corporate way, and like and all of that. But some Netherlings will pursue lawyerhood to protect sanity. Why are they hella coming out of nowhere in the end? I think, okay, I don't know the exact like mechanics behind it, so I can't speak like super hard on it. But I do know that like I do know that like obviously the company, when they like started up, were like super ready to protect their assets. They were super ready, and like obviously because it's a small company that's becoming less and less small by the day, to be honest. We're well into we're getting well into medium-sized company now. We're starting to get into medium-sized territory. We're going up a size. We're going from a small to a small medium. Oh goodness. But I hope you get to collab with the JP sometime. People have asked for that before. I don't think that's going to happen necessarily, just because of the way the structure is. Like EN and JP are kind of separated. They're kind of church and state. They're treated like two totally separate things. So you know, I've never even like interacted with the JP side. That's how like divided it is. I think I've mentioned that before. Language barrier, it's kind of that, and also the fact that like there's like no crossover between any of the anything. Like it's two completely different branches. So like it's except that one time in Minecraft. I mean the Minecraft thing was just because the Minecraft thing was almost a sexual harassment suit. Teehee. But yeah, no, I don't want to disappoint anyone with that, or like or have anyone get their hopes up for like crossovers with the JP side. That probably won't happen. Obviously. But like at the same time, I can't say that anything's gonna, you know, never be certain forever. You know, there are people on the JP side that I do like, despite having interacted with them not at all, or maybe once or twice, which is definitely there. But for sure, okay. For those who don't know, I was sharing a Minecraft server with some of the JP talent, because when we first started off, the EN side didn't have our own Minecraft server, and I was there, and we were trying to like, they were on a different part of the map and I was in a different part of the map, and we were all trying to sleep, right? We were all trying to sleep, but we couldn't sync it up. And then when we all finally did get into bed at the same time from different sides of the map, they sent me TY, and I was like, okay, you know, TY, and I sent a heart back. And then these two from the JP side thought that the heart, the :3 I sent back, was a pair of balls that I'd sent them. And then and they had to be told by chat, it's a heart. Stop being unsay-so. It's a heart. And then they were like, oh, it's a heart. Let's send him a penis back. So they sent me a PP back in the little Minecraft chat. And I was like, oh, why have you sent me that? I sent you a heart, you sent me a penis. So then I was like, okay then, here, I'll send you a bigger one back. So I sent them a bigger one back. There was no communication between. There's like full language barrier. So I sent them a bigger one back. And then apparently on the other end, they started like laughing a ton and freaking out and being like, ha 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 ha. And then they were like, oh, does he know he sent back a bigger one? They're like, oh, like I was, and then they just turned around and they said, big in the chat as a response. They just went big, and that was the end of the conversation. There's like a clip It's like a clip. It was like it was two of the girls over on the JP side. But yeah, that was my interaction with them. That was my whole interaction, and I've never interacted with them before or since. It was surreal witnessing that in real. The fact that it became company law as well, and then it got seen and clipped a bunch by like JP clippers and also like EN clippers. And then what happened was there was a big quarterly shareholder meeting, and the company were like, oh yeah, we've had some really positive, you know, things when our EN and our JP streamers have very briefly interacted, you know. This is an example of like them interacting. And they played the clip in front of shareholders and big business people of the PP incident. They played it in front of people in the company because they thought it was hilarious. And the thing is, the people who own shares in the fucking company, the people who are important in the company, know my name, okay? They don't know my name because I'm a hard worker. They don't know my name because of the fact that I turn around and put in as many hours as I do. They don't know my name because I work hard to like work on all of my own merch. They don't know my name because I help write my own voice packs. They don't know my name because I help design all of my fashion stuff. They don't know my name because of the fact that I'm super efficient with the things I do. They don't know my name because of the fact that I manage some stuff behind the scenes. They don't know my name because of the fact that I know about the contracts and stuff. They don't know my name because of any of those reasons. They know my name because of the fact that I was the guy that sent a penis to the JP streamers. And yeah, that's the story. They don't know. Breathe, Zanny, breathe, no. Honey, do we need to talk about therapy? Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Therapy. Therapy is clearly I can't go to therapy. You don't understand. Therapy is a scam to make you unhappy. They keep telling you to think about things and process stuff. Of course, if I think and process things, I'm going to be sad. It's easier to shove it down. That's how they get you. That's the hustle. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Which was the friend that was studying to become the therapist? Shove it down. Shove it down. Shove it down. I do have a friend that's studying to become a therapist, and every time I speak to him, I turn around and be like, no. You're not gonna scam me into being one of your patients. You're not gonna scam me into opening up about things, okay? You're not gonna do that, alright? No. Listen, buddy. I know you're trying to get me to talk about feelings and all of that, okay? I know you're trying to get me to talk about how I feel and my emotions and to process things, alright? But guess what? I'm not gonna become someone who pays $90 for 45 minutes for you, okay, bro? Okay? I'm not ready to contribute to your hustle, okay? Okay. Try that on someone who's more emotionally available than I am. I'm not ready. Listen. I don't know what you're gonna spend that on. But no, I don't. Just to clarify, I do not think therapy is a scam. I do think that it's a very useful tool for some people. However, I will make a joke about it to my friend because of the fact that, you know, he's studying to become a therapist. Henceforth, I will eternally, henceforth, I will always turn around and tell him that I think he's trying to scam me. There you go. There you go. And Dia, thank you for the super, barking for Silas. What if I give you the first session free? They say the same thing about drugs. Victory M as well. Thank you for the super. It is peepee. It is big. It is big peepee. It is big peepee. It is big peepee. I'll sit on your desk and listen to you for half the price. I can make jokes because my friend is a therapist. Yes. Well, training to be one. Don't give him that much credit. Don't give him that much credit. He's training to be a therapist, okay? I wouldn't let someone who's training to be a surgeon operate on me. All right? All right? It's okay? Okay? I'm not letting it. Listen, all right? How do I know if I'm not gonna just let somebody train midway through? Okay. Finish your degree, then I'll think about saying no to you in a firmer tone. Emphasis on the word I bully my friends. Anon is catching strays. Anon's always catching strays. Where I come from, they let med students do that. I mean, I guess that's how they learn. But also, I've never had like any like invasive surgery before. I've never had any like invasive surgery. Actually, no. I've had surgery one time actually, but it was dental surgery. I've had surgery one time. One time. Hey, Rhubarb, thank you for the 7 months of netherbrandedness. Who needs therapy when we have you? Teehee. Hey, you know, also look after yourself, look after your mental health and all of that, okay? But it's still lovely to be here to be able to give that little bit of support. Full-on surgery? Yeah. So, full-on surgery. I think I mentioned this before, but you know what? I'll elaborate now because why not? About a year ago, just about a year ago, I got an infection in my wisdom tooth, actually. I got an infection in my wisdom tooth. And what happened was how do I put it? I had sepsis when I was younger. And it means that like sometimes when I get infections, they take root a little bit easier because of the fact that it left a bit of a mark on me. I ended up having that like little thing in the wisdom tooth actually go down to my jawbone. And this is absolutely gross. So what happened was I actually had to have dental surgery for it. And they had to like take out the tooth, and also they had to like clean out like a little bit of the gum and also like a bit of the jawbone as well. And it healed up totally fine. It's like absolutely nothing. It was just like a little bit of the top side. But yeah, no, that was a thing. And I'd actually just had that surgery during my auditions, which is wild. Absolutely wild. Was it space infection? I don't know. Oh, and I don't remember the exact type. What I do know, though, is that it hurt like a motherfucker after the surgery. It hurt so much. This is the one with the jawbone. Yeah, they had to like take a little bit there. They had to take like a little bit of where the tooth connected into the jawbone or something like that, or slightly down, because it was just a little bit messed up. So I was like, ew. But fortunately, it didn't leave any permanent marks. I'm still handsome, charming, perfect health, you know, all of that, ready to become the husband of your dreams. Goodness. But yes, yeah, I had to sort of go through that. I will say, I'm gonna say this. It's kind of low-key fucked up that I did this. After I had my surgery, I was like coming back from the hospital. Did they give you laughing gas? They didn't give me laughing gas. They gave me like the numbing injections. They like gave me a bunch of the numbing injections. And then they also like gave me like a little bit of a sedative or something like that. But no, I wasn't like unconscious for it. I was just super like low-key sedated. But on the this is terrible what I did. Please forgive me. It's a confession. This is becoming a confessional now. On the way back from the surgery, after I'd rested up for like a few hours, and they were like, okay, we've stitched this up, you can go. My friend I was going back on the bus with my friend. And obviously my face, my jaw was like very puffy from having the surgery done, right? And this is horrible. I'm about to confess something horrible on stream. There was an old man like waiting at the bus stop, and I was there too. And I noticed this old man at the bus stop was staring at me, and it made me feel really self-conscious because my jaw and my face was all puffy. And they had me bite down on like a little bit of a little bit of cotton in my mouth to like absorb some of the blood, but I could still like feel like there was a bit of blood sloshing around in there. So I might have told this before, but I noticed the old man kept just staring at me, and I caught him staring, and I looked at him, and he like looked away, and then I caught him staring again, and he looked away, and then I caught him staring like a third time, and I was like, that's it, I'm going to fuck with him. And I locked eyes with him, and I opened my mouth, and I just let some blood pour out of my mouth onto the ground with my eyes locked with him. And he went so pale and just looked away and like took steps backwards. And I was like, don't stare at me. That was so... Don't stare at people. It's rude. It's rude. I don't care if you're an old man. I just opened my mouth and just locked eyes with him, and blood just started going out. And he was like, oh. And he like took steps back, and I was like, oh, if I've given this guy a heart attack, I hope he thinks I'm a monster. I hope he thinks I'm a demon or something. That's so gruesome and intimidating. Right. Right. You shouldn't. I did the right thing. I think I did the right thing. Right? Why did you T-pose? Like, if you stare at someone, it wasn't that I hadn't caught him once or twice. He was staring at the fact that my face was all swelled up. So I was like, oh, I'll just open my mouth and, you know, just go right there. It was like some animation. You know, in like anime, when the characters just like cough and there's like a little splash of blood? It was that. I just opened my mouth and some fell onto the floor, and there was like a splat, and he was just looking at like the thing. Hey, Hanini, my panini. What's up, Hanini, my panini? Not you being a menace to even an old man. Honestly, I'm allowed to be a menace. I'm allowed to be a menace. I'm an absolute menace. You know what we need to do in this stream? Because I've been rambling on and I haven't provided you my schedule. And I do have a schedule, and it's been approved by Mane-san and everything, the good old management people. You know, the ones that let me show my arms and everything, because, you know, something anti-blatant favoritism, something. But yes, here we go. And look at that beautiful Zanny art. This beautiful Zanny art by Desk is Crying. We love Desk. Look at they do amazing Zanny art. It's not even been posted on Twitter yet, okay? It's not even been posted on Twitter yet. It's not even there. So you're getting an exclusive first look. I could have titled this stream Exclusive First Look Schedule 20-something words, but no. But look at that. That's very... There's been some alien stage brain rot around me, with people saying that I might be with people equally divided on whether I'm Till or Luca. There's been some. You're so Luca. You're Luca. Yet again, an evil twink ruins your ships. Yet again. But yes, I only finished this schedule just before I came on stream, so I'll be posting it like afterwards. You're Luca. I can't wait to have all of your favorite ships die because of me. Tee-hee. Tee-hee. But yes, huge thank you to Desk for the amazing art, and of course it's big love, big love, big love. Tee-hee. He. But this week is going to be an interesting one. I'm actually taking things slightly easier this week. I'm putting on the brakes a little. November is going to be a very, very busy and tricky month for me. Obviously, I'm doing a lot of stuff in November. I'm going to be out and about a lot. I'm going to be doing some different types of streams. Obviously, I've been very sort of like reserved in the last sort of month or two, in sort of terms of like, or maybe 3, with like not really doing much in ways of events or like collab sort of ways. And I think that's because of the fact that I guess I just needed some time to sort of step away from all of that and focus a little bit more on Club Netherbrand and sort of just centralizing it a bit more, you know? So instead of having the sort of regular 9, 10, 11 streams, we're only doing 8 this week. We're only doing 8 this week. So one of them is going to be our coffee date, which we're doing now. And then tomorrow we have Resident Evil 8. Now, Resident Evil 8 is a game we're continuing. I do hope you'll come by, show some support, and of course, it's a game that I would love to keep playing. We just finished the Lady D segment, and we're now getting a little bit more into the Heisenberg segment. So I'm excited at that. I'm really excited for that. On Thursday, on Thursday, we have Baby Blues Nightmare, which is a nice little scary horror game where we're a kid. It's kind of like behind the sleep from, but a little bit scarier, which is nice. Then that evening, we're continuing with our Sims 4 playthrough, because apparently the Sims 4 playthrough is like strangely popular with everyone. It's strangely popular. Like, it's really weird how popular me playing Sims 4 is with like everyone. I'm not sure why that happens, but you know what? Get pregnant, get pregnant, get pregnant. That's what they say. I'm attached to it, right? It's like a sitcom. I think we'll invite someone new into our home. I think we're gonna invite someone in. We've got the 2 kids, the baby. I don't know. I feel like maybe we need to invite someone new into the house, you know? Either that or make enough money to buy somewhere new. I want to get the 2-story apartment. I really want the 2-story apartment. I don't know. Maybe we should invite Penny Pizzazz in. Maybe. I mean, she always invites herself enough. She already acts like the place is her home. And then on Friday, we're doing House Flipper. And then Thank Goodness You're Here. So House Flipper, of course, it's a firm favorite. We all love House Flipper here. It's lovely getting to do it. Thank Goodness You're Here is a game that everyone has recommended to me. I'd like to give it a try. I know nothing about it. I haven't seen any of the other boys' playthroughs. So it's going to be nice to get to do that. I'm also going to be leaning into longer streams this week. So, you know, Resident Evil 8, instead of being just like maybe a 3-hour stream, we're going to be looking at 4 to 5. Nobody Wants to Die. We're actually going to try and do the entire game on Saturday. So we will actually try and do Nobody Wants to Die beginning to end. I was informed that Nobody Wants to Die is about 5 hours long. So in an ideal world, we can sit down, buckle up, and, see if we can get the game all the way from beginning to end. It's actually a noir detective drama. It's like some sci-fi noir detective stuff. Obviously, I might end it, I might not do the whole thing in one stream, depending on how I feel, or if, you know, everyone's just like not that into it. But at the same time, you know, I would like to try doing a game beginning to end in a stream. I think that would be really, really fun. I would enjoy that quite a lot. And then on Sunday, from the mixed review bin of Steam, from the on sale rack, from the game that was described as You need to fix it before you play it. Described as, if you have a second monitor, don't even try. The game that was described as, it's fun, but the plot makes no sense in some points. The game that was described as, I don't understand what's happening or why some of the characters do what they do. The casting of Frank Stone. That's right, the casting of Frank Stone is going to be a thing. The latest collaboration between Supermassive Games and Dead by Daylight. The game described by one Steam curator as definitely not the best thing Supermassive have done, but not the worst, I guess. The casting of Frank Stone. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't say. Wait, I choked myself for a second. No, apparently it has some really mixed reviews. The people who love it. The people who don't like it really don't like it. And I'm really curious about it. You know, it literally took us like since release. Like I asked for the perms pre-release and we only got them this week. And I asked for the perms for this pre-release. So like Supermassive, please get the fuck on it. Answer your emails. If I was indie, I'd have cranked this out weeks ago. This would already be done. Like, come on, bud. Come on. Underlay. Okay? Honestly, when I say underlay, they think I'm talking about underlay on a carpet or something. They are not moving fast in the slightest. If I was indie, I'd have cranked this out weeks ago. I can't make statements. Yes, I can. Fuck it. Who cares? Oh, goodness. The underlay. Right? Like, get moving, muévete. What are you doing? Muévete el culo. Like... But yes, I would be delighted to get to play the casting of Frank Stone. And of course, I would like to see... I would like to see where it falls on the good-bad spectrum. And of course, there is always the option of potentially us starting the third season of The Walking Dead as well. The third season of The Walking Dead would be lovely. I know that you I know that you guys like that. I know that it's become a bit of a staple over the last few months. So of course, if the casting of Frank Stone doesn't work out, then there's nothing stopping us from starting the third season of The Walking Dead, because I believe this is the season with Javier, which is an interesting one. The season called Not the Worst, but Could Be. So no, we in the third season, little spoiler for the third season, we actually get time skip Clem. We actually get to see what Clem after a time skip is like, where she's a bit more grown and a bit more of a survivor. So it's going to be interesting getting to see that. It definitely is. And heck yeah, we love Clem. We love Clem after a time skip. It's very, very nice. And getting to see, favorite characters who are a little bit more grown is always a treat. Always a treat. She's gotten tough. I just made my Clem into a very mean little girl. So the third season is actually very interesting because in the third season, instead of playing as Clem, you actually don't play as Clem in the third season. You actually play as someone who is meeting Clem for the first time, and you get to see how your choices that you have made throughout the last 2 seasons in raising her have turned her into a person, and you get to see what she acts like with those choices that you have made when she's not in your control as a character. You get to see how she acts, what she does, how she sort of lays her loyalty, and it's interesting, you know? It's interesting getting to see the consequences of your actions, because I had her shoot a lot of people. And watch a man get beat to death for fun. So, you know, she's a harsh little bitch. I'm not expecting too many good things from her while I'm not at the wheel. But of course, that's just if the casting of Frankstone doesn't work out, or we do that next week. But that is the current schedule for the 28th to the 3rd of October. Of course, next week, I would love to squeeze in a little fanfic reading or something like that on a stream. I would love to do some Netherbranded, maybe some Netherbranded Fall Guys, maybe something else, maybe something along those lines. I would just love to get to do, I guess, something. Obviously this week as well, this is the week where I am dropping 𝓂𝓾𝓻 as well. The 𝓂𝓾𝓻 ASMR is dropping during the week as well. It will probably be before one of these streams. I'm doing the final edit on it tonight before I get it all ready to set up. I do need to like craft myself a thumbnail from something, but you know, I'll figure that out. I always cross that bridge when I come to it. But hopefully it will be dropped. I want to say I want to drop it before the stream on Saturday, the Nobody Wants to Die stream. I think that would be good. And of course, I would hopefully like to get started on a couple other little ASMR projects as well. And working on one. Hey, thank you very much. Thank you very, very much, TwitchB. Huge love. Thank you very, very much. But yeah, no, I definitely want to like drop a little 𝓂𝓾𝓻 somewhere along the line. Obviously, I'd like to drop it on the Saturday. And of course, some of you might have noticed, if you're watching from European time zones, that like pretty much my stream right now would be okay, if you're watching from Europe, I would technically be streaming an hour earlier than I normally would be. But if you're watching from anywhere else in the world, you'd think I'm streaming at normal time that I normally stream. Because of the fact that Europe did the thing where it went back and the rest of the world stayed the same. And I was like, what do I do? Do I stay the same and have the rest of the world move, or do I move and stay the same, or do I you know, keep doing the thing? And I kind of was like, I might as well move back, because then the rest of the world will eventually link back up again, instead of just staying in one space. And then, you know, I'm not sure whether it was like more confusing to stay and make everyone else move, or for me to move and make everyone else like and have everyone else just stay the same. And I was like, fuck it, if I just do that and everyone stays the same, then it's less confusing, you know? I feel like that was less confusing, you know, because like I wasn't sure what the thing was, and I'm also like moving to Japan in like a certain amount of time, so things are going to move anyway. So I was trying to like balance stuff, and I'm like, well, this stuff's gonna move anyway, and then I might have to move like the stuff to the other side, and then when I'm in Japan, everything's gonna be like a different time again. So I might as well just sort of keep things around the same time, because if they move again, then that's going to be confusing to me, and everything's going to... Long story short, Europe sucks. Europe needs to figure their shit out. They need to, okay? 2 time zones, who needs that? Why do you need multiple time zones? Why do you need them? Japan's gotten by perfectly fine without them. Japan's gotten by perfectly fine without them for years. And, you know, I'll have you know that from how Japan looks in my Japanese animes, it seems like a utopian society. Japan in the Japanese animes looks perfect, so that's about it. And deer barking for Silas, woof, 𝓂𝓾𝓻 ASMR, crops flourishing, skin clear, grades high, sleep schedule fixed, money acquired. Well, heck, Don't say that until you listen to it. Don't say that until you listen to it, okay? I could have done a terrible job. I could have done a terrible job, dear. All of you know I could have botched it completely. No, I wouldn't have. I never botch. Okay, if there's one thing I have if there's one thing I actually have like absolute faith in and know that I'm like the absolute fucking best. If there's one thing I have faith in and know that I am like spot on with it and I do not miss, it's voice stuff. It's voice acting stuff. I do not miss. I have pro aim. I do not like. My standards are so insane. Yeah, right. The standards are so insanely high for myself when I do that. I refuse to miss. I refuse to miss. I do so many takes of things. I do all of that. I do not miss. The fact that even FSP turn around after I hand them voice packs and they're like, we don't need to edit this. You've literally just done it. All the pauses are fine and perfect. All the toning and pacing is fine. We just need to do the regular tune and then just put it in the box and sell it. We don't. I'm like, yeah, because I'm a professional. This is why you hired me. This is why you hired me, and then change the plans for everything. But why you hired me? This is why I'm here. This is why I'm here. Oh goodness. This is why they FSP got gold. They did. Whoa, such an ego boast. I don't think it's ego. I think it's fact. Legitimately, I don't give myself pats on the back for things that I think are just fucking mundane or useless or something anyone could do. I do not thank myself for things unless I legitimately think that I did a job that was worth dying for. And when it comes to voice stuff, when the job is worth doing, it's worth dying for. I refuse to miss. It's the thing that I would love to spend my life doing. That's just fact. That's just fact. I don't put myself on for stuff. I regularly criticize my own VTubing. I regularly criticize everything that I do. This is the one thing where I'm doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I win. It doesn't matter. I win. Oh goodness. Makes me wonder how I found the audition in the first place. A friend sent it to me. And then I was like, oh, let's go. Oh goodness. No, it's good to be proud when you do a good job, for sure. I don't know. I have a lot of faith in what I can do. I have a lot of faith in what I can do. And I think it helps that I think it helps that I've also spent a large chunk of my existence training for it, both in professional and educational settings. I've just been training for it forever. So nah, I'd win when you have that energy, kings. Right. So yes, that's the way it goes. That's just the way it goes, honestly. Even if the industry was is new, you're built for it. I don't know if I was built. Okay, I don't know if this feels like something that I talk about in the members stream, to be honest. But I don't know if I was built for this. Most of the time, I feel like I feel like it's a happy accident that certain things cross over certain other things. It feels like a happy accident at times. I think it was less about me being built for this and instead me. Okay. It was more me coming in and trying to be what I thought other people would want, and then turning around and being like, you know what? Fuck your rejection. I'm going to grab this industry. I'm going to grab the idea of VTubing by the throat for a little bit, give it some gentle choking, and then go, ha 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 ha. Fuck it. There are Netherlings on board. And 𝔂𝓸𝓾𝓻, Netherbrand's resident crow. Thank you very much for the 5 gifted members. Tee hee. Thank you very, very much, 𝔂𝓸𝓾𝓻. I think that's like one of the reasons I don't, I think that's one of the reasons I like don't cover my arms and stuff like that, because I'm like, well, like when I do hand cam stuff, I'm like, I don't care. Like at the end of the day, I how much can I? You know what? I'm getting sick of me saying to myself, how much can I say? So you know what? I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. You know. I'm of the opinion where I don't cover it because I don't intend to stay. I don't intend to stay incorporeal forever. I definitely don't. And this is something that I've run by FSP management. This is something where we've had that conversation. It's one where I feel like professionally and personally, I would be held back by staying incorporeal forever. And I feel like I would miss out on a lot of opportunities if my life went a certain way, if I was constrained to that. So this is my way of making the choice to not spend my time worried about things, and instead spend my time actually, like, you know, doing my thing. And yeah, you know, I'm very fortunate that I'm very fortunate that everyone involved is like sort of understanding. Incorporeal, never heard it phrased like that. How can I phrase this? How can I phrase this? I don't want to miss out on opportunities within the voice acting or creative sphere because of the fact that I feel constrained to like do one thing or another. And as much as I'm, you know, as much as I do adore doing this, and I do, I've always said that my end goal for this would be that I would love to blend my voice acting career and also my career as like, you know, all of this as your host of Club Netherbrand into one sort of seamless form where I can do one handful of things and do another and sort of mix them together. And of course, you know, I think that combining the two would be something that I would really love to do. And that doesn't mean that I would ever kind of pick one over the other. More the fact that like, I you know, I've seen that there are some people who can do it and they do it really well, and they manage to balance the two, you know. Crying, there's nothing to cry about. That like literally, like that's just it, you know. That's just it. That's just it, you know. It's a thing where I feel like it's the idea that I see like a lot of creators are kind of driven by like worry or fear rather than, you know, or like that desire, than sort of me just being like, oh yeah, well it's going to be what it's going to be, you know. That's about it. We get it. No, I'm not. This isn't me leaving. This isn't me leaving. No. This is not a comment of me leaving. No, this is not me. Chat, this is not me saying a leave thing. This is not me. No, I'm not saying that. I am not saying that. That is not what I am saying. It's not. No, I'm saying I want to combine the two. I want to combine the two. I don't wish to go. I am not going. You're fucking stuck with me. Don't think you're... Listen, okay? My brother already died this year. You can't have 2 for fucking 1. All right? I'm a fucking... I'm a fucking single Pringle. You can't fucking get me. No, this is not... Jeez. Listen, okay? We've already had a mass culling this year, okay? We've already had a mass culling this year. No, I was stating my intent that I wish to combine the two. You know, make it so that I could be a VTuber full-time that also is able to who hurt, baby, who hurt you? Baby, who hurt you? Who hurt, darling, I'm not going anywhere. You're stuck with me. But darling, come on. Come on. I want to add more stuff. I want to be proactive, okay? I want to not just stay confined to, like, you know, one thing. And instead do, like, Sayu. Yeah, exactly. He's a guy I've got a lot of respect for. Like, Sayu. Yes, there you go. There you go. Gee, I can't believe that. I say about wanting to explore other things and you guys think I'm about to go head off to behind the reservation to get shot. No. No, I'm not going anywhere, darling. No, you're stuck with me. I'm fucking sorry. You're stuck. No, don't it. No, anyone who thought that, no. Why the fuck do you think I stream as much as I do? I'm doing like 8 this week plus a collab with Roy. And I've sent messages to a bunch of people for the next few weeks. Oh, sensitive bunny. Seriously though, my heart was almost breaking hearing you when you talk. I thought, no, I'm so sorry. No, it's fine. No, I'm not. No, I'm not going anywhere. No, don't take me behind. Don't take me like behind somewhere and get me shot, you know? No, I'm not going to the glue factory. No, I was just saying I wanted to do like stuff alongside and incorporate it into Club Netherbrand. Besides, I've lost like 3 Oshis, but I tell you, too many people have hurt me. No, no. I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't even say moving on, and all of you guys immediately started thinking I was moving on. No. Hey, nah, thank you for the survive. Thank you. Zanny, there's definitely a few content creators who manage it. Bless the Netherlings for surviving Oshi graveyards. We love you and welcome you so much. Right? I get it, okay? I get it. Don't get me wrong. I understand, all right? I understand. People with my accent have a habit of dropping dead. And people who might be my model siblings also have a habit of dropping dead. And no, you're fine. You're fine. It's okay. I'm aware I'm adjacent to death. Dropping dead. That's true. Xian's still alive. That's oh. Only one of you. I mean, true. I already cried after my emo Oshi died. I can't lose another. You're fine. It's fine. I'm not going anywhere. Okay, let's not have me Zanny's the only survivor. He's the Highlander. Yeah, that's how I get stronger. I have to kill your other Oshis to get stronger. That's the way it works. Pretty much, it's like Highlander. I have to battle your Oshis. We both get a katana, and if I behead them, then I gain their power and become even stronger. And if they kill me and behead me, then they gain my power. And it goes on like this until there's only one Oshi left to rule them all. Why do you think so many of your Oshis have died since I debuted? They lost the battle. I'm sorry, that was a dark joke on my part. That was a very dark joke on my part. No, you guys all know that, no, you're like friends with 3 of them. I know, no. It's been a rough year, and don't worry, I don't plan on going for quite a long time. Plus, it's kind of a thing where, you know, I am first gen at FSP, you know, I am first gen. There's kind of a thing where like the first gen don't really leave for a rather long time. You know, usually they stay for quite a while as like, you know, figureheads or something like that, you know. So I'm a pretty safe bet. I'm a pretty safe bet, you know. There's a certain level of tradition, and you know, it looks bad on the company and like everything like that. So if you guys don't believe in me, believe in how stubborn the Japanese can be. Believe in how stubborn Japanese businessmen can be. If you guys don't believe in the Netherbrand, believe in the stubbornness of Japanese salarymen. That's the Wait, that's true. See? Doesn't that make everything better when I wrap it in a good joke? True that. You're my very first OG. I like this part. I didn't mean to scare you. I was just talking about how like I'd like to roll voice acting into my thing and have like a presence in other stuff, but still tie it back to the club and do stuff with you. Man, I love your humor. You and your brutally honest jokes. Compensate us for emotional damage right now. Very well. Darling, I want you to know I'm not going anywhere. Never. I will be here as long as you need me. And even afterwards. I'll stay here. As long as you need me and more. Because that's the job it's the job I chose. It's the responsibility I chose. So as long as you need me, and even when you don't, I'll be by your side. And even if you move on, and you don't need me anymore, I'll still be there, waiting for you to come back. Not because you need me, but because you want me. Forever and always. Yours eternally. There. Fair compensation. Alright, but I need to catch up on some supers. Oh, goodness. Shadow Aisha, thank you for the super. I already cried off my emotion. I can't lose another. Fair. And then Leah, love Netherbrand's art dealer. You wouldn't even be able to get rid of us if you did leave. Let's be real. I mean, there's a reason why FSP is terrified of the Netherlings. There's a reason for it. The Not So Lonely Writer. Thank you very much for the super. Zanny, it can be so groundbreaking if you don't. It can be so groundbreaking if you do get to achieve what you want. More power to you, sir. Why, thank you, Not So Lonely Writer. Heck yes. And you know, that's the reason why you know, I'm doing more voice stuff with 𝔂𝓸𝓾𝓻, and that's the reason why, you know, I'm hoping to branch out more onto like other sides of YouTube as just a voice for things, as just like a voice for stuff. And of course, it's not the last time that that I intend to sort of like be called upon as a voice for things. And hopefully, you know, that'll translate into some of my other goals down the line. Because obviously, 𝓂𝓸𝓾 is still a relatively new name. Maybe not, you know, in experience, but the name of 𝓂𝓸𝓾 itself still needs a little bit more recognition, as it were. But 𝓂𝓸𝓾, please don't murk your gen mates now. Depends if they annoy me. Can I kill them if they annoy me? Can I? Like, can I? Like, I feel like that's fair. Half of them are already dead. Right? Oh, get us an 𝔂𝓸𝓾𝓻 Club, Netherbrand's little psychic. We're the reason to stay, no going away for too long. Well, yeah, why do you think... well, yeah, why do you think I'm the only fucker who, when he goes for his 3D, has arranged it so that he can stream the entire time he's in Japan? Why do you think that? I've literally arranged it so I can stream while I'm in Japan, while I'm doing my 3D stuff. I've arranged it so you'd miss nothing. There's no break. Maybe there's a few less streams for the week, but like, I arranged it. I went 3 steps ahead. Yeah, no. Did you not think I would do that? Did you not think I would do that? Did you not? Like last time we all went to Japan, we literally turned around and like I bought a 5G router so I could stream to all of you and not miss like streams while I was there and do like a handful of things. Like I bought a 5G router for the time I was there so I could stream to all of you. You know, I did all of that. Like, heck. Well, what else do you think I was gonna do? I've geared stuff up so I don't have to miss time with you. I make these are conscious choices I make. We know you well enough. You could be sent to space and you find a way to keep streaming. Oh, I'd hack like a 𝓂𝓸𝓾 or something and just beam it to you. And then Anarui A, Club Netherbrand's Night Owl, thank you for the super. At this point, it isn't what's up with me today. This is the new baseline. I think it's the sleep deprivation. It's where I am for the last like few weeks. Normally I'm a lot... I feel like I've changed. Have I changed? I know I've changed from fetus 𝓂𝓸𝓾, but I think like in the last like month or two, I've been a lot less soft-spoken. And a lot more, I don't want to say unhinged. Unhinged is the wrong word, but I've been like a lot more, I want to say feral or perhaps assertive, maybe? I've been bolder. I've been bolder. I've been a bit bolder with how I act, I think. You opened more feral. Okay, I can feel that. I do think I feel a little bit more confident on stream lately, if I'm honest. It sounds strange, but I feel like I've been a little bit more confident and I care about what I say a bit less. Yeah, you got more... Oh, polite debuts. Polite debuts, and he got the most stupid advice from fucking morons. Sorry, polite debuts, and he got stupid advice from stupidness. To do stupid things. Be yourself, but try and emulate the people who you'd want to be. You know, focus on trying to appeal, you know, focus on this, you know, look at this, try this, focus on that, try not to be too much of this. And like, guess what, didn't fucking work. can't wait for you to rewatch the debut stream. I will. If I have to, you know what? I feel like that's going to have to be something. That's going to have to be a watch along that we do. Rewatching my debut stream. Oh, try and be polite and try make sure to build into this. Debut Zanny was so scared of upsetting people. Debut Zanny was so. If we do a watch along of the 1 year anniversary, you know what? I might make that a club event where we rewatched my debut. I received like. Okay. There's so much shit I could chat about, like the process that went into some of that, but like, oof. I was holding back so much. Take a shot every time you cringe. I prefer it if you just told me to KYS on stream. That's what you just said there, essentially. You essentially just told me to delete my Minecraft character on stream. You just told me to delete my account on stream. That's what you did. You just told me to commit an act of self-poisoning. Like, you full on just told me to delete my Minecraft. You told me to jump for the beef and fall. Like, that's what. Take a shot every time I cringe. I'll be dead. I'll die. I'd cringe in the entire debut. I would. Also, so I got totally distracted. I stopped reading the Zvaz. 𝔂𝓸𝓾𝓻, 𝓂𝓸𝓾𝓻, little psychic. We're the reason to stay, so no going away for too long. Of course, you can't get rid of me, and I can't get rid of you. The club's always going to be with me. I think I said that when I got to like, what was it? When I got to like, if I ever got to 100k Netherlings, I would get a little Netherling tattoo on me. Which. Yeah, I'd do that. I'd get it on my like my hip. I don't know if we'll ever get to like 100k Netherlings. I don't think that's something that like I'm super duper focused on. I don't think I'm super duper focused on that. It's never been something that's like held me. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like something that's in the cards for me. I feel like the way I do things doesn't necessarily vibe with the overall like style and way to get popular in VTubing. I don't think that's necessarily where I don't think that's necessarily where that's going to go for me, but you know, if on the off chance it does happen, but you're popular with us, of course, and to be honest, it's quality over quantity, darling. It's quality over quantity. But you know, I don't know, it doesn't feel like that's the I don't know, it seems like a very far off thing for me. You know, slow growth is always better, IMO. Well, I've always said that. I've always said that slow growth is better. I've always been of that opinion because it means you can actually build a community with, you know, actual people instead of a bunch of fucking randos that will turn up and just sort of like be there and then go and then complain about things as soon as anything happens, you know? Like, I don't know. I like how tightly knit this is, you know? Obviously, I treasure the chances for us to grow and invite more cool Netherlings into the fold. It's always nice. It's always nice to see new people. I do like seeing new people come in here. And I know that there is a certain amount of like, you know, always wanting a few new people in at a time just to keep things, you know, healthy. So it's definitely part of me where... Yeah, you get what I mean. Like, I like the tight-knitness of this, you know? A steady influx. That's what I like. Although, Lord forbid, Lord forbid, I'm going to tell you clippers this now, okay? Clippers in the audience, take notes. Be ready for my 3D debut. Be fucking ready. You are going to have so much to clip on your hands there is going to be so much for your ass to do. You are like, if you're there, start mentally preparing yourself now. Okay, start mentally preparing yourself, because there's going to be some feral behavior. They're literally like, there's going to be some surprises. There's going to be some unexpected things. There's going to be some special stuff. There's going to be some fun. There's going to be some games. There's going to be some very intimate moments. There's going to be I'm gonna push it really hard. I'm gonna say this: by the time my 3D debut rolls around, we would have already had 3 other 3D debuts. And in my humble opinion, you can have 3D debuts, right? But when you start getting into like the tail end of like a gen's 3D debuts, it becomes very easy for stuff to become repetitive, right? Like, it becomes very easy for stuff to become repetitive when you hit sort of like the later end. It becomes a little bit formulaic. It becomes very easy for it to be like, oh, this is this bit, and then this goes into this bit, and this bit goes to here, and then this bit's this bit, and then this bit's... You know, it becomes very easy to fall into like a set formula. Or it's like, oh, we've already seen this like a few times. So I'm like, you know what, if I'm doing this, I don't want to stick to a set formula. I don't want to stick to like a thing. I don't want to be like super predictable. I want to do something that's like a bit different, a bit wild, and I want to kind of break the kind of structure that is kind of set by a lot of them. Because at the end of the day, I've never been I don't know what I am, but I've never really been a full VTuber. It feels like I'm in playing D&D and I just took a partial multi-class into this, you know, and it just so happens I'm good at it, but in a weird way. So I think that's what I'm going to go for. That's definitely what I'm going to go for. So do prepare yourselves for that. There is going to be stuff, unexpectedness, mayhap. Pretend you're in a theater. That's how I've started treating it, actually, because I've directed my own theater before and all of that. So I'm treating it like that, you know. And I think that it's one of those times where like I actually get to flex some stage presence, which is lovely. Oh goodness. And of course, shout out Aisha, thank you for the super. I folded so hard I fell off my bed. Damn you, Zanny. Teehee, teehee, teehee. I see you've fallen for me. Random fan hagwitch, thank you for the sheep. We love the sheep here. Everyone loves the sheep. Trash Burb Kai in the Club Netherbrand's resident crow. Hurrah! Zanny world takeover will soon happen. Indeed, hurrah. Indeed, hurrah. And then, of course, nah. I have a book of origami. Gotta practice for 3D. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. You have experience. That's why I'm scared. Yeah. Someone who's trained stage presence. I can't wait. Right? I'm treating it like a live event. That's the best way I'm treating it. I'm treating it like times I've been on stage. And that made things so much easier for me when I changed it from being something that I didn't know about to something that I knew. Because energy is just fucking awesome. You can love energy. You can do that. Can't wait for you to perform Macbeth in your 3D debut. Yeah, I'll do a whole segment where I do VTuber Shakespeare. I will have I of course I'll have VTuber Shakespeare. You caught me. We're having a whole VTuber Shakespeare segment. We're doing I don't know, not Macbeth. That's not one of my favorites. We're doing... I don't know which one. Which one's a good one? We're doing Merchant of Venice. No. We're doing, what would we do? Much Ado About Nothing. We're going to do Much Ado About Nothing. It's about the two twin sisters that get married to the two twin brothers after a bunch of mix-ups. That's what we're going to do. That's how it's going to go. And that way you get to see almost all of the boys kiss one another at least one point. That's the plan. And I don't know, we'll just exclude one person randomly and just have them sat in the corner. Ooh, breaking my one super per stream rule to say thanks for reminding me of my desire to see an all VTuber rock opera. Okay, American Idiot in VTuber style would actually be great. American Idiot VTuber would be incredible. Would be incredible. Okay, that or like a solid rock, a good rock opera does wonderful. Like a really good, there we go. There we go. No, a solid rock opera does wonders for the soul. Zanny as the Phantom of the Opera. Wouldn't that work with Roscoe, considering half of his face is missing? I mean, Roscoe would make a better Phantom of the Opera. He would probably be the Phantom. I'd probably be the girl that like, you know, sings the tune, and then Roscoe would be like, "Sing for me, my Goofy," from behind the "Sing for me, my Goofy." It's not "Sing for me, my darlings. Sing for me, my Goofy." I don't want to hear that crying. I'd be Christine. No. Nethergraves. Forever traumatized. Listen, it's a gift. Believe it or not, I have a gift for traumatizing others. It's like when I sent Mane-san Todoroki gets pregnant. Believe it or not, I do actually have a gift for traumatizing others. It's my inheritance, as it were. It's the thing that leads me on. It is the message that takes me above and beyond. You know, that thing. I almost forgot about that. Listen, they were like, "Oh, what are Western anime fans like?" And I was like, "Oh, they're like this." And they were like, oh, there's that. Oh, that's that. Oh. So yeah, no. When you're a musical fan but get traumatized by "Sing for Me, My Goofy." I know. One day we'll do something creative. One day we'll make something great. Oh, goodness. Indeed. It was officially worth it, right? One day you'll sing for us? Yeah. I'm hoping that it'll be more than just once one day. It's kind of a tricky, how do I put this? It's kind of a tricky position that I find myself in regards to that. Because obviously I don't really like singing in Japanese. It's a bit of a difficult thing because obviously it feels like it's one of those situations where the only thing that FSP actually have permission to do are things that are released in Japan via Japanese record labels, and of course most of that is in Japanese. There's like the odd song or two in like English, but even then it's kind of a little bit few and far between. So it becomes that sort of awkward thing where I don't speak Japanese. I don't speak a fucking lick of Japanese. Like, I speak fucking Duolingo 5 lessons Japanese. And obviously what's always carried me within all of my work has been like, you know, the emotion of things. I'm very passionate about stuff. I let the passion carry me on things. And as a result, if I don't really know what I'm saying, I don't really know how I'm putting the emotion into it, it becomes a bit more difficult for me to sort of do that. And it also doesn't help that like the style that is very like predominant in the VTubing space at this moment doesn't really suit my voice. So I have that kind of double problem of finding something that would be in English that was released through a Japanese record label and would be able to be released for me and also would suit my voice, which is a really difficult situation because it means I have to either completely rely on original songs, which is difficult because when you rely on original songs, you have to find the composer, you have to turn around and do all of that. And it's super narrowed down. So I was kind of put in a position where if I wanted to do something, I had to do an original song. I wouldn't have liked to do an original song as my first thing because of the fact that I wouldn't have liked to do an original song. I would prefer to have done a cover to start out with so I could have more familiarity with the process. But when there is sort of very few options for covers and no one knows where to look, it makes it a lot more difficult because then you start relying on like someone else for like multiple things and you get less and less input on the things you do yourself. You know, the reason I even went for an original song was kind of difficult because obviously we had to get like the composer in to make the song and then we had to send it to a mixer and the first mixer fucked everything up. And then we had to, you know, get it back and then unfuck it. And then once we unfucked it, we had to, and then once we unfucked it, we had to like re-record a bunch of it. And then we had to like get it redone and then whatever. Yeah, no, it was a very difficult process. And obviously it adds like a lot of layers of difficulty. I've said before that if there is a song that like, I've said this to management before, the Dark Overlords, but like if they do find something that they think would suit me and, you know, they think is there, they're more than welcome to like come to me and tell me to do it. I've not got anything yet, but you know, it's definitely a thing where it's just not something where I really see myself getting sort of pushed. And yeah, it creates it's actually it's a discussion that I've kind of had multiple times, and I think it also kind of plays into overarching creative differences that I have in regards to certain aspects of things. There we go. I'm using the code word in case you guys know, creative differences. So fuck me. I'm using the code word for that. You guys know what that fucking means. You guys fucking know what that means. You guys know it's like sticking two rats in a bucket and waiting to see who gets hungry first. Yeah, no, that's the best way I'm gonna describe it. No, I'm not dying. That's not a me I'm dying thing. Stop thinking I'm dying. No, I have some differences with certain directions that are taken, but it's not enough for me to be like, fuck this noise, you know? It's not the fucking word. It's not that word. Y'all are so paranoid about me going. Be careful, Zanny. Nah. Nah. Hey, Lizzie the Heart. Bunny, I received your summer goods in the mail this morning. I love the pape and the acrylic stand. They're so beautiful. Oh, where do you want me to bring your pape? Anywhere you like. Take me along on just like a regular day out. Go to a cafe or something. If you go to a cafe, take me to the cafe with you. I would love to have you go to the cafe as well. For sure. Like definitely take me to cafes or anywhere that has cake. I love that. Take me anywhere in that direction. That would be great. Oh goodness. I love going out. Take me out to places, you know? Took him out for poke and ice cream. Oh, nice. That's nice. Thank you very much for the stuff, Alicia. Mwah. There you go. Oh, goodness. I know some good cafes here. Hey, very nice. All right, take me in that way. But yeah, no, just... I think it's a thing where, like... I think I just want to remind everyone that you don't necessarily have to agree with everything everyone does when you're in a professional environment to still be able to work with them towards your own ends. I'm going to say that. That's probably just going to be like, that's just going to be my thing. That's going to be my like overarching thing that I want people to remember. You don't have to agree with everything everyone does in order to get along with them and work towards your own ends. It helps when there's some give and take, but at the same time, you don't have to agree with everything. And sometimes not agreeing with everything is actually the healthier option than just agreeing with everything. That's the line between being a mindless pawn and actually being someone who creates and has intents for themselves, you know? I think that's probably the best way to sort of describe it. It also is like one of the things where I'm kind of the only person that tends to push back on certain things within the overarching thing. But I also think that having someone like me around who will push back on things and who will turn around and question decisions, who will kind of create those moments of like, oh, maybe this isn't like whatever, is something that's very much needed in something that in that sort of environment. I think it's needed. I think it's I think that's very much needed, because if you're not asking questions, then how do you know when something isn't right? If you're not asking about things, if you're not trying to provide your insights into things, then it's not necessarily the right move, you know? I think that's probably the best way to say it. And obviously, I think that, and I do have to compliment FSP, because every time I give them a little bit of a cheeky on stream, I give them a little compliment as well to even things out, you know. They are very attentive when it comes to things that they could learn from the marketplace and like the people who do know things. They are very attentive to that, and you know, when they do like listen to things, they do, and you do have those conversations, there are genuine options to like see where things go and pivot stuff, which is very good, very, very good. That's probably it. Attentive company and loud netherling. Yeah, the netherlings being loud little fuckers helps as well. Zanny, do you be the real devil's advocate? Goddamn. Well, yeah, you know. Yeah, I think it's a thing where I genuinely do believe that I am part of a company that wants to build a slightly better way of being in a corporate creative space. I genuinely do. I genuinely believe that they give really good options. I genuinely believe that they do actually think of their talent a little bit more long term. And you know, as much as I do make the occasional joke that, you know, a good VTuber is kind of like a banana. They're over, what is it? They're not ripe for too long, then they're ripe for like a day and a half, and then before you know it, they've gone off and they've gone moldy. You know, it's nice to feel like there isn't that approach. Gone moldy and they've been thrown away. Hell yeah. But again, you know, I'm a cheeky little devil. I'm just a cheeky little devil. You know what I am. Cheeky little devil. That's quite the comparison. Yeah. Okay. But moving on to other topics because I feel like I've traumatized you all enough at this point. You've all been traumatized by me enough this Monday. And by traumatized, I mean bombarded with my affection like you deserve, because to be honest, I don't see anyone in the world who could deserve it more than you. Heck, where do we begin? What do we talk about? What do we say? I dare say that this week is one I'm looking forward to. I dare say that it's not too long before I have to make the long journey to Japan. I would say that I'm excited for my 3D. I would say that I am going to continue working as hard as I can to get where I want to go. And I would say that I'm very glad for the journey that we should be taking ahead of us. I'd also say that I'm looking forward to finally getting to release Dragon Zanny after it took so much time. But to be fair, this was a rather unusual month for me. It threw me off slightly with the way this month ended up being structured, but I'm glad for it, you know. There was a bit more stress than normal behind the scenes and all of that, but I think that sort of comes with the territory at times. I think that I'm excited to see what we all get up to together, and I think that with a little bit of luck, I should be getting to bring some new and old friends along to Club Netherbrand in the next few weeks. How's that? How's that? Yay. Indeed, yay. Alright. But on that note, I think this is the perfect place for us to be wrapping up today's stream. So thank you all for coming out and keeping me company as we end today's Coffee Date Zatsu. I'll be back tomorrow with some Resident Evil 8, so do stop by. I'll be nattering away as I shoot vampire ladies and continue my work to go see Heisenberg, and who knows, perhaps we'll get a good chunk done tomorrow. But until then, I've had an absolute pleasure spending time with you, and until the next, I've been Zander Netherbrand, you have been my dear sweet Netherlings, and I will see you in your dreams, my sweet mortals. Mwah. Bye-bye for now.